I'm Sue Hanley with the First Nations Technology Council. We're working on a project called the First Nations Information Support Service to support the 203 First Nations in BC in the area of natural resources information management. Based on a current on community needs assessment that has given us direction, this phase is looking at applications and software that would be appropriate for small, medium, and large First Nations organizations that have varying functionality needs. We're looking at getting better access to data. We're developing a business plan that will support the development of common services to support natural resources information management. And we're doing a big piece around capacity building that you'll see a little bit more later on. I want to thank our funders, without which this work isn't possible: GeoConnections Canada, GeoBC, Indian and Northern Affairs Canada, and the New Relationship Trust.
The GIS system that's been taught at our community is very important for a number of things. And those important items are the forestry, the mining, the road building, the watersheds. Anytime there's growth in that, say the waste dump down there, they have to get a hold of us to be able to talk about archaeology, and having this GPS system is very important. We have a good team of archaeologists here that rely on technicians and people who could actually run the GPS system.
And what FNTC has been doing is they basically asked all the different bands, what if they would like to even learn GIS, and they got an overwhelming response. And I was one of the instructors they brought on board to deliver this service to the bands and hopefully enhance their understanding around GIS and help them encourage to want to build capacity around it.
I've had experience in the past in working as a train-the-trainer and passing my GIS training skills on to others. And that was my intention and hope in working with Donovan, that I would also be doing a little bit of train-the-trainer. Donovan has quite a bit of experience in GIS. He's done a little bit of one-on-one training in university as well as in communities. Working with a larger group is new to him. And so I've been working to pass on a little bit of that understanding as an instructor. What are some of the tools you can use to help better further the training itself? And I think it's been working quite well so far. You've come with a really good rapport for people and engaging in conversation, and that's really worked to your advantage. How have you been finding the training part?
It's been very great because, like I said, I've been working right inside the Aboriginal communities, getting their GIS set up. And for them, it's always a new experience. So you're never teaching the same thing, you're never dealing with the same issues, but there are a lot of resemblances when it does come to common issues in getting GIS set up in communities. And I'm glad that I've been able to bring that to a classroom setting, because now I get a discussion with a group, and sometimes if you have a non-Aboriginal person teaching GIS to these communities, it turns into a one-way street. It's hard for that instructor to understand, what's being said and how to address it. So with my background in understanding these issues, it's able to, we share our experiences, and it's really been great. Right now I'm working with FNTC, the First Nations Technology Council, and they're based out of Vancouver. What we're doing here is an introductory GIS course, and it's teaching ArcGIS, which is from a company called Esri. And the reason we taught that program is because it seems to be the industry standard across the country, and that's what GIS is. It's about communication and communicating those values, and that seems to be done easily with this program.
Just need to pull those layers in. So let's go pull some more in.
And go ahead and just draw some different boxes and see how that works, and you'll see that anywhere you draw a box, it's going to grab features. And it grabs features from the ones that we have turned on. I'm going to draw another box. And try and find a river. So down in this corner here, in the right-hand corner, there's a big river down there. So if I draw a box around that one, it only grabs the rivers. Because again, I've just told it, I'm only going to look at rivers, I'm ignoring everything else. And that's how you control what you're selecting, is you got to set selectable layers. I'm going to show you how to select by attributes. And what you do at the very top of your screen, we'll go back to selection at the top, click on selection. And then I want you to go at the very top option that says select by attributes. Go ahead and click that. So I right click on creeks, and you'll see I get a little tab there that says selection. So I go up to selection and it pulls out a little menu for me. When it comes to creeks, we have 8,229 different features we can pick from. How do we make sure this is going to work? Click your verify. This is an interesting one, eh? And it comes right into the wetland, right? So you get different heavy metal contaminations and water displacement too, right? All the mud comes in and the water comes up.
Okay, so each color will represent 250 meters. That's good. We'll have a look and see what this looks like. Let's go OK on it. And OK.
Go ahead and push the clear. That starts you a fresh new track. Go check out your map, and you'll see there's no track there anymore.
So that's just the natural weathering then that's brought this up to the surface like that?
Wind, yeah.
Just the wind and rain?
Water washed down.
That's so sharp. That's incredible.
We need to just make sure that this program is recognizing our GPS and knows it's there. So go ahead and click that button there that says GPS unit.
I've captured 60 waypoints, but they've been averaged into one. 60 locations averaged into one. Okay, let's finish up the one you're doing and press OK a couple times to get back to the map page.
Pretty familiar with the GPS part of the training, but doing the actual GIS mapping, learning the software of it has been new to me, so it's been very beneficial. Glad I've taken the course.